Welcome to another live presentation here with Gideon Shalwick. Today's talk is all about how to get more YouTube subscribers using YouTube. I'm bringing this live all the way from the Sunshine Coast, and I'm really excited to be sharing with you what I've learned about video ads, but in particular for today, how I've used that to drive traffic to my YouTube channel and get YouTube subscribers. In fact, over the last 2 weeks, I've pretty much doubled my subscription rate overnight by using YouTube ads. So I'm super excited to be sharing with you how I've done that. What you're going to learn today is this. First of all, the experiment that doubled my YouTube subscriber rate overnight. Secondly, the secret sauce behind the success of this campaign. Thirdly, exactly how I set up my YouTube ad for doubling my subscriber rate. What are we up to? 3, the glitch that made my subscriptions drop dramatically after a few days and how you can avoid it. And also what you can do to get even better results. So by the end of this little presentation, you'll know exactly how you too can boost your YouTube subscriber rate very cost effectively using video ads. That's what you're going to learn today. Please feel free to engage in the comment area with each other. If you've got questions, I will open up a Skype line at the end where we'll have a Q&A and you can ask me questions live. I probably won't be able to answer questions in the comment area, but I will open up the Skype lines and I'll tell you exactly how to do that in a second. But first, why are more subscribers still important and relevant today? Is it still worth having? I mean, there's all this talk, and I've mentioned this several times as well in my presentations, with YouTube's new way of ranking your videos or looking at what's important. And of course, that's watch time and session time. So the watch time is how long people watch your video for in both minutes or seconds and also percentage. But there's also session time, which is how long people stay on YouTube as a result of watching your video. But what about subscriptions? Is it still relevant and important to have subscriptions on your channel? And I do believe that the answer is yes. So let me explain to you why I think that. Now, there's this subscription feed. So when you're inside YouTube, people subscribe to your channel and they can get updates on any of your latest videos. So a lot of people do this. I mean, that's the whole point of subscribing to a channel, so you can get those updates whenever there's new content of the channels that you're interested in. So when people are subscribed to your channel, the more subscribers you have, the theory is that the more views you'll get and the more engagement you'll get as well. So granted though, it has to be real subscribers. I'm totally against buying subscribers or buying fake views, all this sort of stuff. It has to be real. It has to be real subscribers. And using YouTube ads, of course, sends you real traffic, which means you get real subscribers, which is really important. So you got to build the real subscribers to be able for them to get those updates. And so whenever you submit a video, boom, you get that instant kickstart of views. So that's really cool. Let me just show you something here on the main screen. So if I go to YouTube now, youtube.com, and I search for, I don't know, fitness. Say I'm interested in the fitness industry. And let me just make this a bit bigger so you can see. So I'm interested in fitness and I like this channel now, say this one, Fitness Blender. And I check it out, I love it, and I want to subscribe. Let me just pause that. So check this out. If I subscribe now, it automatically subscribes me. But if I go over to the SCOG, and a lot of people are picking up on this now, look at this. I can now select whether I want to have email updates sent to my inbox. How cool is that? That is very, very cool. So there's a certain portion of people that are doing that. So these are real subscribers. Some of them get email updates from you. So every time you have a new video, think about it, boom, they get an email to go and watch your video. So that's going to become more and more important as time goes by as well, as more people become aware of this sort of thing. Of course, not everybody wants an email update, but you got a double whammy there. People can see your video in their subscription feed and the email update. How cool is that? So that's the subscription feed, which makes subscribers important. So I've just talked about the email update settings, which is very, very cool. A lot of people don't even know about this. The other thing is social proof. Now, a lot of people are building up their channels for one reason only. And when I say building up their channels, I mean subscribers. One reason only, and that is to get social proof. So when someone comes to your channel and they only see like 10 subscribers, the assumption is that you're not very popular and that maybe your content or your channel is not that worthwhile, or that you're very new. But imagine now you see a similar channel in the same area and they've got like 100,000 subscribers. The social proof shoots through the roof. You go, wow, this is an authority channel. I better pay attention. I have to subscribe. So that's the other reason, social proof. And of course, the social proof, it can have a carry-on effect on many other different things as well, for your business and for other things you do outside of YouTube too. Very, very powerful stuff. And the authority channel thing. So we've talked about watch time, session time. Now the social proof thing, people, real subscribers watching your videos when you get updated with a subscription feed and the email updates. All of this stuff works together to help you build an authority channel. So an authority channel, when you have an authority channel, that, from my tests, what I've seen over the years, in general, ranks better. Your content ranks better as a result. So you get more views, you get more subscribers as a result of being an authority channel. And increasing your subscribers is part of that. Okay, so I'm probably preaching to the church choir here, or the converted. I know you're here because you want to know about getting more subscribers, but I just wanted to go over the reasons why, to put this into context. So next up, I want to go into the actual experiment that doubled my YouTube subscriber rate overnight. I just want to have a quick disclaimer here. So this is a warts and all case study with no sugarcoating. I just want to be clear on that. My results were not perfect, but I gave it a shot. I ran the test for 2 weeks, and I spent about $20 per day on the test. And my results were great for most parts, but there was a glitch, and I'll explain to you the glitch. And I just want to give you the real picture. So I'm not sugarcoating this. I just want to give you the real picture, but I also want to talk about how I think I can improve it, and hence you can improve it as well on this experiment. So I just wanted to keep it simple for now, and then add more complicated stuff later on. But that's my little disclaimer. So the results. So I'm going to actually go over to my YouTube channel now. And, this is vulnerable for me. I'm going to show you my actual YouTube channel live. It's not screenshots, it's the actual channel. And I'm going to show you my stats, and I'll show you the results. So here is my YouTube channel. And I've already gone to the analytics. So this is for the last 28 days, I think. Yeah, the last 28 days. And what you can see here is life before paid ads over here on the left-hand side. And then this jump here is life after paid ads. Now, when you do the math, I have a little calculator here. I actually counted up all the subscribers, subscriptions from just until I started the paid ads, and I worked out the average. So the average subscription rate previously was about 23 subscribers per day. Then I did the same for after I started paying ads, and you'll see there's a drop there, but there's a reason for that. And the average subscription rate jumped to about 42. So there's the math. I just did the math to show you. So visually you can see it, but when you do the actual math, you can see it as well, from 23 to 42 average number of subscribers per day. So I know that the results are, there's not millions of data points here, but what I'm seeing here is very, very encouraging. The other thing that's really, really cool to me is how much this is actually costing me. So if I go over to my actual campaign, so here's the campaign. So here are some of this is actually showing my views that I'm getting. But if I show you, let me see if I can make this a bit bigger. Hopefully you can see this a little bit better. You can see I have been, it's been about 10 days that I've been running this, if you do the math, and I've spent about $200. So it's about $20 per day that I've been spending, even though my budget is $40 per day. We can talk about that a bit later, but it's working about $20 per day that I'm paying. My conversion rate for clicks, so the way YouTube measures this is clicks over impressions, which I don't think is a very smart way of measuring it because it doesn't tell you much, but in any case it's 6.2%. But if you measure this clicks over views, it's about 43%. So let's just quickly do that to just verify that. So my conversion rates for clicks over views is about 43%. So let me just confirm that. So we've got that. So 1,200 divided by 2,690, right? I just need to get rid of that comma. Oops. Okay, so as you can see there, it's about 40%. So if I times by 100, it gives me the percentage, right? So 44.6%, so almost 45% is my conversion rate. So just to be clear here, this is, so saying 45% of people who watch my video ad for this is clicking on the ad to go and visit my channel and to subscribe to my channel. Now the next bit is a bit funny because I'm not, it's very difficult to measure, but I've had to estimate. So what I've done is I've done a calculation on, let me just switch to my screen again. I've done a calculation on, you know, how much these clicks are costing me. So the views are 8 cents. If you do the math, it's costing about 21 cents or something for the click. But then for a subscriber, if you do the math on my channel, it's costing about 50 to 60 cents. So views are 8 cents, clicks are about 21 cents, and I'm getting about a 30% conversion rate on people who subscribe to my channel, which means my cost per subscriber is about 50 to 60 cents. You can do the math, which is pretty cool. So if it's 50 cents, let's just do a round number, 50 cents, and you want to get 1,000 subscribers, that'll cost you $500. So if you want to start a new channel and you want to get 1,000 subscribers like really quick, spend $500. Boom, you got your first 1,000 subscribers. How cool is that? Now, I think you can bring the cost down quite a bit, and I will cover that towards the end. So this is just the beginning. This is just my initial test. I haven't done much optimization. I've only tried one strategy. There's quite a few other things you can do. But to me, this is very, very exciting. I'll talk about this drop in a second. Very, very exciting. So I think that covers the case study in terms of the results. What's next? Now, why did this work? What's the secret sauce here behind the success of this campaign? So I told you I want to show you everything. You know, like the point of this whole presentation is so that you can go and do this yourself. And yes, I'm going to show you how I use the Veeroll platform to help me, but strictly speaking, you don't need it. The Veeroll platform just makes it much easier and much faster, but you can do this all manually if you wanted to. Okay, so I wanted you to get this presentation and go out there and do this for yourself. Okay, so slides. The secret sauce. The first thing was that I selected a very, very targeted audience. Very targeted. So I only selected people that I knew would be interested in getting more subscribers. People who were interested in my channel. So people interested in video marketing, YouTube marketing, this sort of thing. So I only targeted those people. That's the first thing. The next thing is I had a very professional little video created. And it looks great. I'll show you in a second what that looks like. And the third thing was I had a very, very specific message inside that video. So see how this works together? I was very clear with my target. I created a very strong, really nice looking video, and I'll show you the automated way that I did this. and the message inside this video was really matched with that target audience. That's why I got such a good result. So I'm going to show you this. I think I'll show you next how to do that, how I did that. Okay, so let's go back. So first of all, the targeted audience. So what I want to do now is actually show you how I did it inside Veeroll. But of course, you can do this manually as well on YouTube and AdWords if you wanted to. But I'm just going to show you the easy way on Veeroll. So go to my main screen. So the first thing was to find the right target. So what I did here on YouTube, on Veeroll. So I went to the targeting tool and I asked myself, what kind of videos is my target audience watching? So I was very clear. I knew that I wanted to target people interested in using YouTube to grow their businesses. So anybody on YouTube who's watching a video, I want to be certain that they're interested in my channel. I want to be sure about that. So what I did was I went to Veeroll, and you can do this in YouTube as well, and I did a video search. I did a video search for things like YouTube marketing, right? I did a search. I'm just going to do another one here. I did a search for video marketing. Okay. And I'm just going to open up this target list here so you can see what I did. I won't go through all of them, but I just want to show you what's happened. So, you know, if you haven't seen Veeroll before, what all Veeroll does now here in this stage is it goes and finds the top 100 videos for that particular keyword phrase on YouTube. And now I can select all of them and save it as a target that I can run my video ads against a little bit later on. And I can do this now for each keyword phrase. And I can do this for both channels and videos. So what I ended up doing, just to show you the shortcut, I ended up with these things. I found 100 channels that ranked for video marketing. I found 100 channels that ranked for YouTube marketing. I found 100 videos that ranked for how to get more views, 100 videos that ranked for how to get more subscribers, and 100 videos for how to rank videos on YouTube. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different targets. So that's all I did. And so, as I'm saying, this is just an initial test. I didn't even go through a big effort to really find the targets very well. And I only have 5, and each one only has 100 videos. You can have up to 500 placements per target on YouTube. And you can have 10 targets. So which means you can get 5,000 links in there if you wanted to. So in my case, I only have 500 links. So if I wanted to, I could target 10 times more videos and channels in YouTube if I wanted to. But I just wanted to run this first test so that I could see how it works. Okay, so that's the first thing I did. I created these targets, and manually on YouTube, what you'd have to do is you'd have to search it here in the search box. So, for example, YouTube marketing, say. So if that was one of my keywords, YouTube then spits out, I think, the top 20, and then you can manually right-click and get these links. Very tedious process. So imagine doing that for 500 links. It's not pretty. Okay, so you can do it manually. That's how you do it manually. But I'm just showing you the easy way using Veeroll. Okay, so that was the first thing, is to find this target. So all I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to figure out what videos and channels is my target audience watching, and I'm building a list of those videos and channels that then later I can run my ad against. This is all I did. And it didn't take me long. I mean, you saw that going through that process. It doesn't take long. And I'm going to show you an even better process than what I used with a new feature that we didn't have when I started this, it'll blow your mind when you see this. Okay, so what's next? So that was the target. The next thing was the video. So the video that I used was actually using the Veeroll platform, and I used a template. But there's no reason why you can't create the video yourself, your own video. So if you're good with video, you can create your own video, and of course on YouTube you can run an ad to any video on YouTube. Your ad can be anywhere on YouTube, can exist anywhere on YouTube. I'm just going to have a glass of water. So it doesn't have to be through our Veeroll platform. I just wanted to make that clear. But of course, it's much easier on YouTube, on Veeroll, because everything is together. So all I did though was I used one of the templates in Veeroll, and I created a very, very strong message that resonated with my target audience. So I knew people searching for YouTube marketing, this message would really resonate with them. So what I did was so this covers the whole video now. So I went to the create area inside Veeroll. So this is if you just want to use a template. And there's a new template here called subscription. So if I go to subscription, there's a template here that we've specifically created for getting subscribers on YouTube. So this template is designed to get subscribers. You don't use it for anything else. It's just for getting subscribers on YouTube. That's what the template does. And let me show you what it looks with my text inside it. So all I have to do is add my text. And let me show you what it looks like and sounds like. And this is the exact ad that I ran. Okay, this is the exact ad that I ran. So I'm gonna stream it in here, cue it in, and then you can have a look at it, and then I'll come back and we can talk about it. So here we go. Ready? Here we go. So it continues for a few more seconds, just asking people to click there. But that's the exact ad that I ran to get the results that I showed you before. So you can see the message was very targeted. You know, it starts off with something like, "Are you also struggling with to make YouTube work for you? Do you want to find an easy way to get better results?" or something like that. I can't remember. You just saw it. And then a really strong call to action to click on the button that goes to my channel. So that's all I did, and that's the video that gave me those results. The 44% click-through rate from clicks over views, when you measure clicks over views. Very high click-through rate. And around about a 30%. It's difficult to measure that on YouTube because you can't track it. You know, you can't put a tracking pixel on your subscription page on YouTube. But if I do the math, roundabout it's about 30% conversion rate using that particular video ad. So I could probably improve it still. And that's gave me the results. One little tip. So I just haven't queued this up, but what I did with this, which I think also helped increase my conversion. Let me just turn off my Skype sound here because it's a bit noisy. Okay. What I did to increase conversions there was, instead of just sending people straight to my YouTube channel, and I'm sorry I don't have the link here in front of me, but I made my destination URL go to a special link that brings up a little pop-up on top of your channel with a subscription button there when they get to your channel. It's really cool. So if I get a chance, I might show you that. But I think that would have increased conversions as well. I didn't run a split test, but the awesome thing is that YouTube or AdWords accepts that link. They don't have any problems with that link because it's still on YouTube, and it works. It's really cool. If I can just quickly show you maybe how to get that for yourself. So if you go to Google maybe, how to create a special subscription link for YouTube. That's quite a long keyword phrase. Let's just see. There was another one that I saw. Special subscription link for YouTube. You might find it. Perhaps I can put this in the comments area, but search for it. It's kind of like it's a special link that basically it's a little pop-up that comes up with a subscription button. So you might have seen this before. It's really cool, and I think that would increase your conversions as well. But if you can't find it, just send them straight to your channel page. Okay, so that was the secret to my success there. Very good targeting, a great little video with a very, very strong message, and then putting it out and sending it in front of those everyone who was interested in that. Okay, so let's see what's next here. So I want to show you next how I actually went about setting up my YouTube campaign for getting these subscribers. And I'm going to show you how to do this in Veeroll. And I'm not actually going to show you how to do this in AdWords because it's just too confusing. It's just, I mean, you can figure it out, with the settings I'm going to show you. But it's just so frustrating inside AdWords. And I'm just going to show you how to do this inside in Veeroll. The first step is to find your target placements. So I've already gone through this a little bit, so let me just review this. So step 1 is to find your target placement. So what you'd have to do is go into Veeroll, go to targeting, and either do a video search or a channel search to find those videos or channels that you want to rank on. Okay, straightforward. So you can either use Veeroll for that, or like I said before, go to YouTube and find the videos there that you want to show your ad in front of. And collect those links. That was the first step. The second step is to create a compelling video, like I've just shown you. And you can either use Veeroll using the create function, and we've got about let me just see, 11 or so templates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 templates all up. But in this case, for getting subscribers, just use the YouTube subscriber one, or create your own video ad using your talking head or whatever else. If you've been on YouTube, you'll know how to do this. And then step 3 was to submit the campaign to AdWords. So let me show you how I did that. So inside Veeroll, this is the final step. I went into the campaign builder. Just make sure you can still see this. Campaign builder. Sorry, you might not have seen what I did there before on my screen, but these are the templates. And of course, I said use the YouTube subscriber template for that. And then this final thing is to go into the campaign builder. And now it's really cool. What you can do is give this a name. So maybe GS YouTube subscribers campaign. Give it a good name. So this is the name of your campaign as it'll appear inside AdWords. Now you can select your video inside Veeroll. So if you did this through Veeroll, you can either select the one, it'll already be pre-populated there. Actually, I think it was this one up here. This is the latest one. But if it's not inside Veeroll, you can just paste any link in there as well. So you can do all this in AdWords, of course. This is just our little campaign builder that makes it a lot easier. So in my case, the display URL was just youtube.com, and the destination URL was that fancy one that I don't have now at the moment, but it was you could make your destination URL either your channel, which will be user/Gideon Shalwick in this case, or that fancy link that I created, that I showed you earlier. I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me right now. I might post it in the comments here, in the about the description for this video. Next, I can then select my target list. So I'll select these 5 that I created. Then I can set my budget. And for this, I set it to $20 a day. And my bid was actually at 20 cents a day. And it sounds quite high, but you'll see in a minute why that works fine. Now for my options, I actually selected my countries as well. I selected all English-speaking countries. So for example, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, Singapore, South Africa, United Kingdom, United States, etc. And you can modify this inside AdWords as well if not all the countries are listed here. We will add more countries soon. And then in fact, I kept everything else the same as that. Then I clicked on Export Now. And then it created a little file. And let me just get that little file. And we're going to move it to just a place where I can find it easily again. So there it is. So this file. So we've just created this little text file now that we're going to import into AdWords. Now inside AdWords, if you don't use the Veeroll platform, you can do this manually. You can click on plus campaign and then go ahead and set up all those same settings inside AdWords. It's a bit more complicated, but you can do it manually, of course. But for us, because we like speed and easiness, we're just going to go to bulk upload, and I'm going to skip the first two steps, click on choose file, and now this is where the magic happens. Just select my file, click on open, and now it'll look at the file, and if you see this, file validation successful, that means the campaign has been the validation successful and you're ready to import it. You can see here there's one ad, there's 7 age range targets, there's one campaign, one language, 7 locations that I've selected, the 3 genders, male, female, and all, or the ones who didn't say what they were. I've got 466 placements for my targets and 1 ad group. So if I now hit start import, that'll get imported into AdWords, and then all that happens next is for AdWords to review the ad and approve it. They're happy with it. Within a few minutes or whatever, or an hour, depending on the team working on it, your ad will start showing and you'll start driving traffic to your channel. That's it. That's really it. So in 36 minutes, I've talked about the whole philosophy. I've talked about the case study. I've actually gone through and created the whole campaign to show you how to do this. So this is all I did to set it up. I did do a bit of fine tuning, and I'll talk about that in a second. But that's all I did. That's exactly what I did to set up my campaign. And as I said, you can do it manually as well. It's just a bit more painful. So pretty cool. If you like this, let me know in the comments area. If you like this, if you think it's cool, let me know. If you've got any suggestions for what we can do, or what you think I could have done to make this better, to get an even better result, let me know. Maybe you've got some ideas. Maybe you've done this before. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it blew my mind. I mean, I was so happy to see that increase, that like doubling of subscription rate overnight using this method. And I'm just getting started. And I'm going to show you in a second the next things I'm going to try, and perhaps I'll have another presentation on that. So what's up next? Okay, so maybe you've been holding out to watch for this. The glitch that made my subscriptions drop dramatically after a few days, and how you can avoid it. So I'm sure you will have seen that drop in my results after a few days. And you're probably wondering, okay, is this really for real? Why is it dropping there? If this guy is saying, his conversions, his subscriptions doubled, but then he's got this massive drop. What happened there? Well, a couple of things. Let me just show you the drop to remind you. So if I go into my analytics, this drop here, boom. So it's like getting like 52 subscribers in 43, and then boom, back down to 27. So why did that happen? And then built up again. So the reason why this happened is 2 reasons. 2 things. First of all, I ran out of budget, and it's kind of embarrassing. The ads were doing so well. I only had $100 in my account, or less even, because I already had some left over. And what happened after, so day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on day 6, that's about $100 in my account, $20 a day. I ran out of money. Okay, and that killed it for a while. But there's another thing that also happened on, I think, the next day. Because you see, if you look at the next day, it is a bit of an improvement, but not a ton of improvement. So I did get my budget back on, but I did something else that I learned a lesson from. And that was, I decreased my cost per view bid too much. So my bid for, you saw how I set that up for 20 cents per view? At the same time, I decreased it to like 10 cents, and that throttled it. I realized this afterwards, it throttled it. So let me just show you where I did that. So inside, so that you don't do the same thing. So let me just go cancel here, close this. So inside my campaign, if you go to, I think you do it under targets. So you see my max cost per view here is set to 20 cents. So what I did during that drop was I went in here and changed it to, I think it was 10 cents. And the reason I did that was because I looked at my average cost per view and it was only 8 cents. And I thought, oh, okay, why should I be bidding 20 cents if I'm getting on average 8-cent views? So I thought, okay, let's decrease it to 10 cents. But then what happened, because of that, because I reduced it down to 8 cents, there were a certain number of videos that were getting me very good clicks, but it was more than 10 cents. And so it cut off all those ones. So that's what I think what happened and why I got that massive drop. And a small change like this can have a big effect. So I moved it back up to 20 cents and boom, the results came back again. So as I said, warts and all. But that's what happened. So that was pretty interesting. So I think in general, it is good to try and optimize your campaigns. But if you change your bid like that and you see a big drop, you'll know that you've gone too low. So just move it back up again. Because I mean, you see there, my bid is actually 20 cents, but I'm only paying 8 cents, which is interesting. So even though I'm bidding 20 cents, I'm paying a lot less, which is very cool. Okay. So the final thing I want to talk about is what you can do to get even better results with this. Okay. So there's a few things that I'm going to do with this and that you can do too to help improve this even more. So I'm already doubling my subscription rate. I want to get this to quadruple, 10 times of what I'm getting now. Okay. So, and I really think it's possible. So the first thing that I want to do is also create an in-display ad campaign. So there's two kinds of video ads on YouTube. There's the in-stream ads, and that's all we've been talking about today, just in-stream ads. The ads that show up in front of the videos on YouTube, the skippable ones. That's all we've been talking about up to this point. But one thing that I haven't even tested yet are the in-display ads. So that's when you're on YouTube, see these ads coming up when you do a search. These ads coming up here. Those ones, and also when you do, when you watch a video.
Okay, so
it's not showing for this one, but you know the ads showing up on the right-hand side as well here. Those are called in-display ads. So I didn't even touch those, and they operate a different way. My suspicion is that I'd be able to get even lower cost per clicks there, and hence pay less for my subscribers. That's my gut feeling. I need to test that, but you can also get a much bigger audience. Okay, and I think what I'm going to show you next is a really cool tool that you can use for that. So that's the first thing. The next thing that I want to do to improve this is to use the new keyword search tool inside Veeroll to find more and better target placements. Okay, so you saw how I found basically just 5 targeting lists with 100 links inside each. And I said that you can, so there's, how much was that? 500, right? 5 times 5 times 100 is 5. So I had 500 placements, but you can get up to 5,000. So I could have 10 times the audience for this. So the way to do this, the smart way, inside Veeroll, this is a brand new feature under under target called keyword search. It's not keyword research, it's just keyword search, brand new tool. What I can do here now is I can go YouTube marketing, and what it does now is it goes through YouTube and finds all the keywords that people are already searching for on YouTube and that there's content being served for those keywords. So it's popped out a bunch of different keywords here for me. And so these keywords, all they are is like here, see how on YouTube, if I type in YouTube marketing, see how it comes up with a bunch of different suggestions for other keywords that people are already searching for? Wow. You know, so this is what we're doing inside Veeroll. We're listing these keywords that YouTube is telling us that are relevant, that people are already searching for. there's search volume for it, which means there's video content for it already. So you don't have to guess which keywords. And look at this. If I go YouTube marketing A, okay, nothing there. B, oops, B. See how it comes up with different suggestions here? C, look at that. D. There's a whole bunch of different keyword phrases here that I can now target. And what the keyword search tool has done is gone through the whole alphabet and listed all of those for me. So now I can go through them and go, okay, hang on. I didn't think about this keyword phrase. A lot of people are searching for this on YouTube already. I should be running my ads against videos like that. Now I can go do a right click and do a video search, do that in the background. And what about YouTube marketing tutorial? Now I can do that now as well. Do another video search on that, and etc. Go through the list like that and start building a lot more very targeted lists. And these are of videos that YouTube has already given me a vote of confidence for. It's saying people are already searching for these keyword phrases. There's already videos ranking for those keyword phrases. And all I'm doing now is I'm finding those videos that are ranking, and I'm going to run my ads against them. Boom. So potentially I'm actually creating competition here for myself. Other people can do exactly the same in my industry. But that's cool. I know that as the tide rises, all the boats rise as well, right? So this is what it's all about. But you can do this in any industry. Just a note on the video search, the keyword search tool, it only really works for the short phrases. It doesn't work for long tail keywords. So for example, if I can just show you, if I type in fitness here, just fitness, look at it, it actually brings out more results. It brings out a ton. Boom, it goes through it like there's a ton of keywords that people are searching for here on YouTube. There's just heaps. I keep on scrolling. I can't even get to the bottom. But if I were to type in fitness gym in La Jolla, California, I'm not going to get any results. That's my guess. I don't think I will. No, see, there's no results. It's too targeted. So same thing on YouTube. It won't, if you go to YouTube, it won't actually have any more suggestions there. If I type that in, there's no more suggestions. So just keep that in mind as you use the keyword tool. It's mainly for these main keywords, and it's a way for you type in like a main keyword like fitness or real estate or health or wellness or whatever it is. The main keyword that perhaps summarizes your industry, or a typical keyword phrase that people might be typing in, like I don't know, video production. Some people might, for my industry, people might type that in as well. So same sort of thing. It'll spit out all the recommendations from YouTube. Okay, so just play around with that a bit. So yes, once again, you can do this on YouTube, but it's painful and you've got to do it manually. So we've just built a nice automated way to do that. But yes, you don't need the Veeroll platform. I'm not trying to sell this to you. Well, not that hard anyway. Of course, I'd love for you to join Veeroll, but this is not what this presentation is about. I wanted to show you how to get more subscribers using YouTube video ads. Whether you use Veeroll or not, you can make this work for you. Okay. So that's pretty cool. That's the other thing I would do. Oh, and by the way, just as an extra little tip, if I can just make sure my main screen, an extra little tip for running in-display ads, coming up with keyword phrases, you can use this keyword search tool. Just a little tip there. So that's what I'm going to do next as well. You know how I said I've only been doing in-display ads. I'm going to, in-stream ads, and I'm going to try in-display ads next. What I'm going to use for that, because you can't do placements for that, so I'm going to use this keyword search tool to come up with the keywords that I want to rank, that I want my ads to show up for in the search on YouTube. Okay, I'll open up the Q&A after this if you want to ask me questions about that. Okay, very cool. If you're liking this so far, please let me know in the comments area. If you've got any comments or feedback or whatever, I'd love to hear from you. We've been working hard at this. We think it's the best thing since sliced bread. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it on the internet. I mean, even video ads is so new. The opportunities are boundless. It's really, really cool. But let me know, please. And I'll do that. That's important for you to leave those comments down. I talked about that at the beginning. Okay. So moving on. The other thing I want to do is also test different videos. So I've just tested one little video with that message in there that you saw. What I could do is I could run split tests on 2 different videos, or 3 different videos, or 4 different videos, or 5 different videos. So that's the other thing I could do, and make that even better. See if a different message gets a better conversion rate. So that's the other thing that I could do as well. So I've mentioned this various times, but so the tool that I've been using for this, if I can just talk about this for a few seconds, hopefully I've given you great value. If you think I've given you a ton of value, let me know. If you think you can use this for driving more subscribers to your channel, please let me know in the comments area. I'd love to hear from you. It's all about interaction, but also I read every single comment. I'll probably spend the whole day today reading every single comment. So I will read it. And I might not get back to it, but I will read it. But I want to tell you a little bit about the Veeroll platform, a little bit more. There's a few other cool things that I can do. As I've shown you, there's the targeting tool. You've got your dashboard there. It shows you a summary of everything you've been doing. Here's all the target list that I've been creating. I can, if I wanted to, I can grab these links, all 95 of them instantly. It gets copied to my what do you call it? It says here at the bottom, clipboard. Just had a mind fart there. It shows all the ads that I've created, and I can get the links for them right away. This is just a dashboard. I've shown you the targeting quite a bit. It shows you a list of your targets. You can target channels. Here's a really cool one for channel search. If you're new to an industry and you just want to see who's out there, you can do a search. Let's say fitness. You can do a search for, say, fitness, and it'll show all the top 100 channels for that particular keyword phrase. And now you can sort by subscribers and see very quickly who all the biggest players are in an industry. Look at these ones, just in fitness. Wow. And you can target these channels for your ads. But even if you don't want to target them and you just want to approach them for joint venture relationships or whatever, or if you just want to see who the biggest players are in an industry, this is very, very cool. Very cool. I've shown you the video search tool, so where you search for actual video placements. I've shown you the keyword search tool. That is very powerful. This feature is only like a week old. It's awesome. Now under create, I just want to show you something here. So I've shown you, today's presentation was all about getting more subscribers on YouTube and using the subscriber template, YouTube subscriber template. But we also have a bunch of other ones here. These text ones are working really well, and we use them for driving traffic to our websites. Sometimes we have a squeeze page, sometimes we have a sales page, but we can send them basically anywhere on the internet, given that the page where you send people is AdWords compliant. That's important. Make sure your landing page is AdWords compliant. But we even have these e-commerce templates. If you've got a product or service that you want to sell, you can use these ones. We've just got t-shirts here as placeholders, but you could upload an image of any product that you have, and text as well. It's pretty cool. And we're actually about to submit a couple more templates. One for if you want to promote your book. There's another one for if you're running webinars or live events. We're going to have those in here soon as well. And then my favorite is the campaign builder. It just saves you so much time. If you are interested in joining, there is a cost to this. If you go to veeroll.com and go to the pricing page, it'll show you how much that is per one of these. There's three plans. There's a starter plan, a pro plan, and agency, and you can join anytime. The main difference here is just in terms of how many videos you can get produced per month. For the starter, it's 4 videos per month. For the pro, it's 10 videos per month. For the agency, it's 40 videos per month. And the other main differences between starter and the other ones is that for the starter one, we have a little bit of Veeroll branding in there, just in the top left. But then as soon as you upgrade to pro or agency, we'll remove those, the watermark, the Veeroll watermark, and you can upload your own logo. But if you do want to join, if you like this tool, please go ahead. You can join any of these plans anytime. I don't have a special offer or anything today, but I did want to show you Veeroll if you're interested in using that for your own business as well. We do, I might talk about it more specifically on another presentation, but as I said, I didn't want this to be a sales presentation. This is all about just I just want to give you this value. And yes, you can do it manually, but if you want to save time, the Veeroll platform can really help you tremendously with that. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching this. We're getting to the end of it. I hope you've enjoyed this. Once again, there's a few more minutes left. You can still leave your comments, and I'd love to hear from you. Tell me what you thought about this presentation. Tell me if you think this is a big value bomb that you can use in your own business and building your own subscriber list. I'd love to hear from you. You know, let me know if you like this presentation style, this live thing. I love it. And if you want more of it, any topics that you think I could talk about, let me know. And if you're ready, you know, you can go ahead and join Veeroll as well to help your life, make your life a lot better when you create video ads.